गुड मॉर्निंग नमस्कार मु केपी करूची वेलकम ब्रेकफास्ट ओडिसा को
फ्रेश फ्रेश मॉर्निंग रे गुड बी कहूची आपन को वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग
दोस्तों आज हम शो भितर एमती जने अतिथि अछंती बोधवे भारत रे एमती बहुत कम जन इंटरव्यूअर थिबे एंकर्स थिबे जे कि ताका इंटरव्यू नै छंदी एवं वी फील प्राउड कि न्यूज 7 स्टूडियो भितर आज एमती जने महान हस्ती अछंती
एंड सेथि पय आमे दी जण फर्स्ट टाइम पय कागज कलम पेपर सहित रेडी अछु काहे ना जो कहती ना आपण जदि छोट माछ को सॉरी बड़ माछ को आपण छोटे जगह रखिया को चेष्टा करिवे ताहले केमती आपण रखिबे सेति भाई आपण गोटे ट्रिक दरकार सो आमे आज पूरा प्रस्तुत हेक आसीचु एंड सत कथा कहया गेले आमे बहुत नर्वस अछु
एक्जेक्टली पूरा प्रस्तुत तो कहि परिबु बट चेष्टा करछु जति मात्रा प्रस्तुत होबा पय सेति मात्रा प्रस्तुत हेछु एवं दोस्तों एति कथा कहिबु आज रो शो टी आम सहित इंग्लिश रे आमे करिवु अनेक गुड़िया प्रश्न आम इंग्लिश और हिंदी भाषा को प्रयोग करूँ ये बिकज आज आम सहित जी अच्छा ब्रेकफास्ट ओडिशा रे से होचंती अनेक थर नेशनल फिल्म अवार्ड विनर दादा साहेब फाल्के अवार्ड विनर निजे इंग्लिश भाषा प्रचार प्रसार कर इंग्लिश भाषा रे ही प्रत्येक प्रश्नर उत्तर दे पारती पद्म विभूषण तेणु आज आम सहित कथा हवा एवं ठारू बहुत कथा जानिबा को पाइबा एंड रियली आज रो शो टी आपनको बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लागिबो
आज आम सहित अछंती दादा साहेब फाल्के पुरस्कार प्राप्त पद्म विभूषण फिल्म मेकर अदूर गोपाल कृष्णन
सर नमस्ते
सर नमस्ते
हाउ आर यू सर
फाइन गुड मॉर्निंग सर
Fine, thank you. Good morning.
सर हाउ मेनी टाइम यू विजिट टू ओडिशा
At least 5 times,
More than
if not more.
so first I want to ask you that so your style is completely different though you are Adur and the name is Adur, a door to Adur.
Yes.
That book has already written about you, and so that's why your style is completely different. Or no,
It looks
though,
like
though
a-
you are a filmmaker behind the camera and you are not look after yourself, so that's why the hairs are like this.
You're talking about my hairstyle.
Yeah.
it's look like
Say-
Albert Einstein
Yes.
kind of
See, I cannot afford to go to a barber every month. So what I'm so lazy about it. Barbers have become very expensive these days.
Okay.
So
is it really sir
yes, really, really. It used to be in the old days. It used to be 10 rupees, 15 rupees.
yeah
It is nothing less than 100 rupees now. You know, even in a very ordinary barber shop. So that
National
is one
Award
thing.
winner
That is
filmmaker.
one thing. Second thing is I am too lazy to go and sit before him for an hour or so. So these days they do it quickly, but then more for more money. So in every scene you in every sphere of life you see that people do a quick job and then want more money. You know, less work and more money.
yes
So that is the thing. But I gain because I go only once in 6 months.
once
do.
in a 6 months
Yes, I don't cut my
Since
hair.
your childhood or after filmmaking?
No, see, when you as you grow older, you become more and more lazy. That's it. In childhood, you know, you don't decide yourself. Your parents will get it cut. You know, the barber comes
Forcefully.
home. The barber comes home.
Okay.
There is a regular visit of his every month. So then everybody has to line up. Then he will come, he does his job and go away.
Great, sir. Sir, you made so many films,
Yes.
but
Not too many.
that's the legend movies for us. So you did so many films, but not in Hindi. Why?
and you like Satyajit Ray
I know
great
why
film.
should I make films in Hindi? Because Hindi films are very different from the kind of films I make. And the Hindi cinema immediately means a certain kind of cinema. It is not the language only.
Okay.
Because I know I work in a language which I know very closely, very deeply, and it is because it is my mother tongue. See, language is not just a medium to transfer an idea. It is a flower of your life. Now, why do you speak Odia in Orissa?
Because this is our
This
mother
is our
tongue. and-
mother
That is it. Why don't you speak another language? It comes out of the life you live, the things you eat, the air you breathe, the water you use, the kind of clothes you wear. So many things decide. That's why the language is also part of that.
But we all know that the cinema is the mirror of society. Don't you think that your idea should come out and to
that's-
reach
in a larger
in
canvas
a
and
larger
the-
canvas.
Exactly. Because mirror of society does not mean some other society. It is the society. You have a responsibility to mirror your life. That is the one you know very closely, very deeply. That you should mirror that than mirror something else which you are not aware of, which you are not free with.
I saw your some interview and you said that at the release of Bahubali, you said that Bahubali is a negative, puts negative impact on public.
Yes.
Why?
Because
Why you think that?
so it has nothing to do with history. It is not even technically a marvel. It is all in the old days. They used to make these spectacles. Particularly in my childhood, I used to watch, and that was the only thing available in those days. The spectacles made in Tamil, the Tamil films. They are, you talk about all fake things. It is only just to make people wonder, oh my God, how did you do it?
It's larger than life.
Yeah, larger than life, and then spectacles. That was the idea of making this. So it is one of those Tamil films. It looks like it is remade into a film in color and then with all the modern technology. So modern technology can be used creatively. Very, very important. I always wonder, what does Bahubali say? What does it say?
It's a fantastic, it's a fantasy story.
Fantasy also has to mean something. Even our dreams have a meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even when it is nightmare, it has a meaning.
Yes.
It has a meaning.
So once you told about that Tamil films lost its way.
Tamil films?
Tamil films lost its way, but youngsters are making good films.
Yeah, because Tamil, Tamil cinema, when the industry becomes very big, so they put in big money. They don't want to take any chance, any chance of losing the money. So they are too very cautious. So you want to have all the elements that you think you will make the film popular. So you keep on never going beyond a particular line. It becomes so stereotyped, that it starts degenerating.
Okay.
There comes a time when people get bored anyway. That's what we expect. People will get bored with this, but then they don't really get bored, because people normally, the audiences want to see what they already know about. Okay. You tell them something new, there is resistance. You use a new way of telling things, you have a problem with them.
Sir, you want to be a filmmaker always? Or
Since your childhood?
Since your
Not
childhood?
at all. Because I never thought in my childhood or even my school or college days that I would one day be making films. So what happened was, I was very much in the theatre. Even as a schoolboy, I used to write plays, act in them, and also produce them and all that. So they were amateur productions, but all the same I did all through. So when I graduated, I was thinking of not a career in theatre, but then all the same, you may take up some job but for a living, but at the same time I wanted to live as a film, as a theatre person.
Yeah, you left the government job.
I had a job immediately after I passed out, but then after some time I lost the kind of thrill of doing a government job at that young age. I was 18 or 19, and which was quite paying, and also first there were the thrill, then you get bored after a time, because doing the things which you are not, you feel that you are not bound to do this, you are not bound to do this.
10 to 6.
Yes, then I was wanting to go for higher studies. First I thought of joining the National School of Drama. Then I found that the medium is Hindi.
Okay.
So I had no plans to do theatre in Hindi at home, back home. So I gave up that idea. Then I was looking for some other opportunity. Then came this advertisement in a paper. That was the year the Film Institute in Pune was started, 1961. They had just started. So they had advertised for courses. One of the courses was screenplay writing and direction.
Okay.
What attracted me to the course was Well, here I can you can academically learn a little more about playwriting. I thought screenplay writing will be something similar only. It cannot be very different.
Okay.
Maybe at the best, at the best it could be sliced smaller scenes
Yeah.
in cinema. This is what I thought. So I was occupied with that idea, and then I applied. And I had, by that time I had published some plays and had some background of theatre and all that. So it so happened that I went, in those days you had to go all the way to Pune and then to sit down for a written exam, and then after that then they invite you for Viva, and then so that means you spend 2-3 days there, and then on the day when they announced this thing, I found my name was on the top of the list, and I became eligible for the one and only scholarship, merit scholarship, to study there.
Wow.
So since your childhood, you found yourself on the top of the list. Your name is already on the top of the list.
No, I was very surprised because of course there were people like very well-known writers and film writers and others were there on the board. K. Abbas was one of them whom I knew, of course, from his writings. So I was very pleased because people like that only got me admitted there. Yes.
So you love drama, means.
Oh, that was my real interest.
But there is no drama in your movies. That is a typical
Because
case.
I know what drama is.
That's the
That's why I don't copy drama in my films, because there is a whole process of unlearning when you know about theatre very well, when you have that experience, you don't repeat that in cinema. So slowly, while studying there in the institute, I learned that these are absolutely different things, not what I thought before, that it will be sliced theatre. No, it was an independent art that I took time to learn, because in the film institute you get to see films from the very beginning, the first films, that train arriving at the station, that kind of films, down to the latest trends in world cinema. You get to see those films. So that gives you an idea about how independent cinema is of our other arts. People think that cinema is a place where you put every rubbish and then make cinema. That is not, it's not like that. Yes, melodrama and all that. It's not that. It's a completely new form of art man has invented with the help of the new technology. Technology and human mind together have made this remarkable medium which has no equal.
Adur is your village name.
Yes.
And that name is now more popular because of you. Because of you.
It happens because we have this habit, we have this tradition of artists prefixing their village or house name, family name, before your name.
Okay.
We have that practice. Writers do that, Kathakali actors do that. It's a practice. So we have this practice in other parts of the country also. Even abroad they have it. Tennessee Williams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Williams is from Tennessee.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. When you decided that Adur, before my name Gopal Krishnan, I started using Adur.
Only when I published my plays I started.
Okay.
Before plays I used to write poetry and also I used to write short stories. For all my creative work I use my name Adur Gopalakrishnan.
Your village is very famous for Kathakali.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kathakali dance, and have you ever practiced Kathakali?
I actually my family used to keep troops of Kathakali because for generations. So I was born into that kind of atmosphere, and I have learned my instrument. I understand Kathakali.
Okay.
Because I used to watch Kathakali from my mother's lap. So she of course she grew up in the situation there, and then she knew all the nuances of the mudras and what songs were meaning and all that.
But you didn't never use in your movies.
Now at that time, in my childhood, I was fascinated by the modern theatre.
Okay.
Modern theatre, not
Modern theatre.
Kathakali. It's a traditional.
Traditional
India
dance.
pushed it aside.
Okay.
You did not focus on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never imagined myself working in Kathakali. So this was very new, the new theatre, especially in Malayalam language. That was the first time when there was a whole upsurge of plays, theatre, so many important playwrights writing their remarkable plays and all that. That was a good period to grow up with. So I used to read all those plays, try my own things in my film, in my plays, and all that. Some of them were very experimental, some of them were traditional.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you never used Kathakali in your films.
No, I don't.
Why?
Why?
Because I understand Kathakali.
You made so many films. Swayamvaram, everyone talking about Swayamvaram is your first movie. And when you
got-
start your Swayamvaram, how many days you are taken for the filmmaking? Before Swayamvaram coming to screen or coming to flow, what is behind the Swayamvaram?
Actual time I took was about 7 years.
7 years.
7 years?
Because I passed out of the Film Institute in 1965. And that was the time when you cannot find a producer to support you, to back you up. So nobody at that time believed that cinema filmmaking can be learned. Everybody thought this is some joke. Somebody has gone to an institute, read the wrong books and coming back home to make a film. So nobody will trust you. So for them the traditional practice was to apprentice under some popular filmmaker. You start as your 10th or 12th assistant, and then slowly over 24 or 30 years time, you become the first assistant. By that time, if you have good contacts made, if you are smart enough, then you will trap somebody to make your first film. That used to be the only way. So nobody would trust you with their money. That I learned very early. So it took very long time for me to make my first film.
And you put all your effort, that's why you got your first national award.
Yes, of course, all the experience of all the struggle, and in fact, of course, I used
Immense pleasure.
to make a lot of documentaries during that period. Those 7 years were used for many things. I was not sitting idle, waiting for something to happen. No, it's not like that. So we started the Film Society movement in Kerala to familiarize people with the best of world cinema, that is available. So the first Film Society was started in 65, and then I encouraged my friends, supported them to start societies in other towns. Like that it went on. In about 10 years time, first around that time, West Bengal was the place where you had the maximum number of film societies. In 10 years time, we overtook them. We had more than 100 societies in 10 years time working in Kerala.
After Swayamvaram, the path is open for the producers to come to you and talk to you. Let's do one more movie.
One more movie.
Swayamvaram was very successful, but no producer ever came to me.
How is it possible?
Because Swayamvaram was successful in every sense, because with the national awards, the whole history of national awards, this was one film which got 4 important national awards.
Yes.
Yes.
For the film, for the director,
Yeah.
for the cameraman, for the actor.
And you
So
made
4
a
national
history.
awards, and that was history.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That was history.
That's history.
And then it made big headlines in the papers. And then it was because of these national awards and the big publicity it brought, it became a big hit in the cinema houses. Big hit. Big hit means in 2-3 weeks time we got our investment back.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
okay.
Yes, it was a big success. And but
But
that
still the producer-
wouldn't change the mind of any producer. And also by that time I decided not to approach any producer, because for the kind of films I wanted to make, the producer can become a real drag.
Okay.
They would again, even if they approach you, they would want you to make the kind of films they believe in. So that was the time I said goodbye to the producers.
Goodbye to the producers.
Yes.
And you said that the stories came from any kind of incident or accident. From
No, story, it has been growing within me it's in a way it's an autobiographical story in many respects. In many ways, this is created because the story was kind of inspired means forced in by the kind of unemployment, the very severe unemployment position back in Kerala. Kerala produced lot of educated people, but then it could not provide employment. That was the thing at the very core of the film. But then it was a love story, in fact, about a man and woman wanting to leave their family relations behind, and they have no formal marriage or anything. They just go out to a town which is very unfamiliar to them, but then they wouldn't be traced there by their people. So the two of them come to live in a town like that. The man have aspirations of, he has good taste in writing and all that, so he thinks that he can be writing and make a living and all that. Slowly they realize it's an encounter of their dreams with the realities of daily life, and then slowly they make small little compromises, and then the whole edifice of the dream collapses. That is what the film is saying. But it is basically about their love for each other, poised against this situation of unemployment. It's a very hard-hitting film in that sense. Yes.
Once you told that you never told about your story to the producers,
and to actors also.
to access also.
Particularly to the actors.
Why? Why so?
Because the actors, some of them are professionals in the field. Whether they are actors, professionals in cinema or in theatre. The problem is if you give the script to them, they will start interpreting the role in their own way, which I do not want. There can be only one way of, it has to be integrated into my scheme of things. That's why I don't allow them to read my script. And then other thing is, if most of them come, popular ones, they are very busy artists. They are coming from other places, other films. In between they come and join, and for a few days then go back. So they cannot also concentrate on a script which I give them. It's not possible for them. Not practical. So I am the one who have the continuity, and the filmmaking is such that nothing is done in a chronological order. We shoot on a location where maybe a scene from the beginning or middle or end will be shot all together. Also availability of the actors.
Yes.
Somebody you cannot ask a busy actor to come and stay there doing nothing for days together. You cannot.
Okay.
So you have to plan it in such a way that you don't waste anybody's time. You don't waste your money also, with bad planning.
Don't waste a single
So
minute.
this makes it impossible for an actor or actress to remember their role and keep an emotional or even intellectual continuity. It makes it impossible. I am the only one who has the thing in the proper order and thing. So I keep it with me, and I tell them they are acting to me, not to an audience.
Okay.
They have to satisfy me.
So that's why you are Adur Gopalakrishnan. Sir, everyone talks about your film, about you. So nobody talks about, and I don't find about the family members of you. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I am the sixth son of my parents.
Sixth, sir.
Sixth, not son, the sixth issue of my
Okay.
No way.
parents. And I have two brothers. One is elder to me, one is younger to me. I'm in the middle amongst the brothers. Then I have three sisters. They are all, they are all old, and two are no more. My eldest sister is still around.
Okay.
She is 93.
This is 93.
Yes.
Oh,
my
great.
God.
So when you
And,
meet with her, are you talking about your childhood, or no? This is the realistic life. You both are talking about the realistic life.
To my sister.
Sister.
Yes.
No, she has her own problems, so she will talk about that, about her children, about things
Okay.
like that. Yes.
Mr. Adur Gopalakrishnan, can take bhaji wala to bhaji. Are you going to market to buy some vegetables for
fruits,
the from the vendors?
I always do.
Always do. Okay.
So bargaining?
Pardon?
Are you doing bargaining?
I don't see with small traders. I don't want to bargain
Okay.
because they have to make a living out of it.
Yeah.
You go to a big shop and you don't bargain.
No.
Why do you bargain with the small?
With the
people?
small
Yes.
persons.
And only when they try to cheat you, then I just ask them, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to be cheated. But then they have to make a living. Without cheating, they can live a decent life. It's possible.
Sir, did you?
There's a lot of greed amongst all levels of the society. That's why they want to cheat people.
So, did any filmmaker influence you for filmmaking? Any
Eh?
filmmaker influence you?
So many of them. Because since I studied cinema in the formal way, we have the habit of screening and seeing films from everywhere, from all over the world. You know, there are some filmmakers I like, but then I don't necessarily like all their films. Some films I like better than others.
And
So there are so many of them.
could you please?
From India, I have Mrinal Sen,
Oh.
Satyajit Ray, Hrithik Khattak.
Is there any chances? Do you have to watch the commercial movie? Do you watch commercial movie?
Normally, I don't
You
go
like?
to within quotes. Normally, I don't like to watch a commercial film because I do not want to contribute my 20 rupees to a bad film. That will be promotion of bad cinema. I don't want to do that.
Nowadays, all over the India or all over the world, everyone wants to watch some of the commercial movies, and we live in a commercial society. Do Adur Gopal Krishnan think about that?
My
When my films are not shows in big canvas, big screens, for the change of the society, so let me try some commercial movie. So that's why I can.
Let me try to make the out of track movies, kind of.
No, I can make films. I don't make either commercial or art movies. I just make movies.
Yeah. So that's why we introduce it.
I make the kind of films I believe in, and I enjoy making. That's very important.
Okay.
If I don't enjoy making it, I won't make it. If I am very happy about a film, then only I leave it, bring it to the audiences. It can happen that they don't like it as much as I do, because of various reasons. We all have our likes and dislikes. You talk to somebody, you meet somebody for a few minutes, and sometimes you hate him. Sometimes with that impression of 2 or 3 minutes of exchange of ideas, so you come to like the person. So this can happen with films also.
Okay.
So never ever you thought about that your film is to be translated in Hindi or other languages
Why should I do that?
to connect it?
Because they think the ultimate thing is to make a film in Hindi. For me, the ultimate thing is to do what you like. I've never dreamed of going to Bombay and making a film. That is selling my soul.
Sir, do you have?
I don't have to. To see, for a filmmaker, Manalda, we call him Manalda. He's
Yes,
very
Manalda.
close to my heart, and he's very affectionate. He always used to tell me, while in conversations, so tell me the person, the kind of life he lives. I can tell you what kind of film he will make.
What kind of movie you like to enjoy? Documentary style or
Parallel cinema.
in parallel style?
No, there is nothing like parallel cinema. It is actually, it's a term coined by the journalists. There is nothing. Actually, we have no system of parallel production or parallel screening of the films. So it's a very wrong term. You can call it new cinema, maybe.
Maybe.
Offbeat cinema.
Obviously.
Yes. Commercial cinema is the one which makes all the concessions, which is a group production, It is not the product of one mind. And any work of art is the product of one mind, the super mind, in fact. It is his vision that becomes the film. Then only you call it an artistic creation. So, on the Indian film screen, the first one to appear like that was Satyajit Ray. Ever since that, the Indian cinema has changed. And there was Ritik Katak, who came into prominence, and Manal Sen. In Bombay also you have
Then Adur Gopal Krishnan.
I am not in Bombay.
If we talk about
I am able to make the kind of films I am able to, because these people have opened the way for us, showed us that the Indian reality can be beautiful. Indian life can be very beautifully prepared. It can be beautifully be pictured in the films. It's a great experience.
But in your films, there is only a middle class concept.
Middle class people's concept, and those who are living in a village or like that.
Struggle in their life. So why do so?
Because I belong to the middle class. Yes. I am actually, in a way, I am talking about myself. Even when I am showing an idiot in the film, I am that idiot. If I am showing somebody who is very tough, I am that character. So there is a subjective element in all my work.
Okay. So, do you have love marriage or arranged marriage?
Mine was an arranged marriage. In the sense, nobody else arranged it. But it was very conventional kind of marriage.
Okay.
It was not, I was wooing somebody for some time and then later we come to contact and all that. Because in Kerala we don't have that practice, because it's a very traditional society. We have no urban kind of a population living there, no urban areas either, because we have small towns all over now. But this has happened in the last 50 years time, But then this is love after the marriage.
Love after
it was
the marriage.
after marriage. Yes.
There is a different kind of love.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
I have only one daughter.
Okay. Is she in the filmmaking? Or?
No, far from it. She used to say from the beginning, even as a child, one will do for cinema.
So,
She is actually, you will be surprised to know, she is in the police.
Okay.
Oh,
She is in the Indian Police Service.
okay.
Okay, she's
Yes.
in police then.
Yes.
Most of the time we saw the filmmakers.
Her department, everybody asks her, how come you are in the police?
Into the police.
In Bombay, every daughter or son will again go to cinema only.
to cinema.
Yes, that is the easiest way to make a living, high life and all that.
It's my life.
Your father has to be somebody in cinema, particularly in commercial cinema. Then your children are well off. You will be introduced, you will be promoted, you will become a star also. So it's like a clan,
So, how many times do you give the time to your family?
All my time.
All your time?
All my time.
Because you are that kind of filmmaker, you live with the film.
For me, my family comes first. I am a family man, and I take time off to make films once in a while. And it's my family gives me the strength to go to make films, take time off and do my work. So my family has been supporting me.
Filmmaking is your passion, profession, everything.
Yes.
After that, is there any hobby do you have?
Reading.
Really?
Reading. Okay.
So, what kind of books do you read?
All kinds of books.
All theatre books.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a theoretical suspense, love story, autobiographical.
I read a lot of fiction. I read a lot of periodicals also, and I read in all languages, both English and Malayalam. So that itself takes away most of my time. What I do, there is no leisure time for me. If I am not doing active production of films, then I am reading or writing. I have published a few books also on cinema, in fact, on film theory. And the first book I wrote on cinema was given the National Award for the best book on cinema.
It's all time you hit the ball. it's a sixer or it's
It's a sixer.
it's a sixer.
So, is there any fond of game or sports? Do you like?
Awards.
Gardening.
You can never imagine you will get award or something. You can. I don't do that for awards. Never. Awards have always surprised me.
Yeah.
Always surprised me. Sometimes I think it's a mistake or something. it should have gone to somebody else. Yes. Particularly the awards like the Padma Awards and things like that.
Now it's habituated to you, right?
Pardon?
It's habituated to you. Every
The
film you
awards
got
have been-
the
awards is-
national award.
National awards are the most difficult thing because sometimes you have juries who do not understand good cinema. This happens very often, including the chairperson. All odd people become juries and they do not understand cinema. They are not in the track of what is happening
They
around
are not
around the
into
world.
movies.
They have no idea about new cinema. That's the problem. So I feel lucky when I get a prize. Just by chance. I said it's by sheer chance. Chances are actually probability is more to be rejected. When you have an original work put before them, it will get normally rejected unless there is somebody very brilliant there who can influence the others in the jury. Normally it doesn't happen.
So now, sir, how you spend your time in the whole day, and what is the schedule? Because
I have keep a very busy schedule.
busy schedule.
Very busy. I
Okay.
am very busy. At the age of 76, I am very busy. I am traveling a lot. I am talking to
Explore
people.
the new things. Explore
Yes, I
the
meet
new.
people, and that keeps me very alive.
So what do you like in Odisha?
Particularly after I lost my wife 2 years back.
Okay.
Yes, I keep myself very, very busy. I don't want to be lonely.
So,
Never.
what do you like in Odisha? Do you ever
Oriya people are wonderful people.
and the Oriya food?
I feel that there is cultures deeply embedded in Oriya, and that's what I love. And I know many of one of my good friends he is no more now. He is a filmmaker who made just one film, and there are other filmmakers also whom I know. But then there are writers, there are poets, there are very important people I know, like artists like Jadin and others. So many friends I have in Orissa.
So this time you are at Odisha because of Bharat Muni Mahotsav.
Yes.
And please say about something about Bharat Muni Mahotsav.
It's a very important honor, I think, because the people behind are great lovers and promoters of art. They are connoisseurs of art, in fact. So when they give you, they recognize you, someone like me who is neither a dancer nor a singer and nor an actor.
You are an actor.
So then you are asked to receive it. It's a real honor, big honor. I take it as a very big honor. Yes.
Once your movie, you never used a BGM.
That is Kuriyatam. You use
You
the
don't use
the
music on your
natural.
films.
Yes.
Why?
Natural ambience.
Only one film.
Yeah.
Why?
In fact, ever since
it comes to
sound
your
was
mind?
started, they started using sound in cinema in India. That is the first ever film not to use songs,
Not a song.
songs or
Why? No background
songs
music.
or background score.
For the producers demand, producers have no money or
that
like
is,
that, or no, this is, you are decided, I have to do this.
Actually, it was produced by a group called Chitralekha Film Cooperative. So we didn't care, we didn't care about. It's not because we had no money. It is in fact, it is as I said, it's the first film after sound was invented in our films to use no background score.
Yes.
So once Satyajit Ray asked me, when he saw the film, he asked me, "Are you going to do it background score altogether?" I said, "No, Manikda, no. It is for this film. It did not need any background score. What happens is, with background score, it underlines something. There is an underscoring. That's what happens, which I do not want to do. It's about a character who is just
travel.
moving around. He doesn't stick to anything. He's a wanderer, really.
Okay.
Man on the move all the time, and the movement itself brings him the change. That's how it is. So I did not want to show him as a very nice person with the background score, or a very sad, sorry person with the or happy moods with the such things. I did not want to heighten. So I wanted the audience to feel that they have been with this character.
Ambience.
With this character. It's a very episodic kind of film. It goes from one episode to the other. It is a structure like that. So it wanted the audience, I wanted even the so-called critics to know that it is not manipulated, But whereas there is a very definite scheme about the film. That's the way it was shot.
Great, sir. So it's a pleasure meeting with you. And please pardon, sir, if we did some mistakes, to ask you some questions.
Silly questions.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much,
You
sir,
have
for
been,
your
you have been
valuable
very
time.
good. You have